I don't know if you've heard, but there's a guy named Jaspreet Singh, and he says the most expensive money is free money.
It's free money. I learned that lesson in a very painful way. So I was trading money with the brokerage's account, where I just thought that because now I'm making more trades, that they're going to make more commissions, that there's going to, that's how they made their money. Well, long story short, I had lost money on some of these trades that were on margin, and they said, hey, you need to put more money in the account. I was like, what do you mean? Okay, I got to make up this whatever margin. So then I had fortunately some money, I covered it, and then I decided I'm no longer going to be a trader. I'm done with this.
So we loaned you money to make the trade. You lost, pay us back.
I paid that money back. So now
How long did they give you to pay back?
I don't remember. I paid it. I had the money, so I just paid it because I understood that I had lost their money, so that part made sense to me. And then I was done trading. I realized that this is not for me. I don't want to spend this time.
What do they do if you can't pay it back?
Well, I don't know exactly what they do, but they're going to come after you. I'm sure they will file a lawsuit. I'm thinking about this. I'm an attorney, right? From a legal perspective, it depends on how much money you owe and what you're going to be doing. Because now they can very easily file a claim against you. They can, run a lawsuit against you if you're not paying. There's a lot of different things they can do, and the more dollars that you owe, there's more things that they can do. Just like with anything else. But then, I'm done trading, and then a number of months go by and I start seeing this like deductions from my account. I'm like, what am I being charged for? So I call them up and they're like, it's your margin. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not doing anything. Well, we gave you money. It's in your account. You have to pay interest on the money that we gave you. And that's when I realized there's a cost to money, right? And so that's when I said, turn this off, take your money back. I don't want this. I paid interest on it, and that was the last time that I did that. But this is, I was, 18 years old, 17, 18. I had no idea, probably 18. I had no idea what I was doing. And this is where a lot of people get in trouble because you think, oh, I can double my money pretty quickly. But if I use their money in addition to my money, now I can quadruple my money. Because I only got to pay you a little bit of percentage if you know that you got to pay them back.
So I don't know a lot about Robinhood. I am super stoked that the average person can now get into the equities market, but that's how people get into trouble when they're using
It's the
debt.
financial education, along with everything else. Accessibility is great, but the accessibility without financial education can be dangerous now if you start using these tools. Because if you don't know the cost of some of these tools, it can be very bad. For example, think of a credit card. Is a credit card a bad thing or a good thing? It depends who you ask.
Right.
There are so many people have thousands of dollars worth of credit card debt that is skinning them alive.
Yep.
I only transact with the credit card. Why?
For
Because I get my points, I get my cash back, I get my fraud protection, I get free insurance on my car rentals, I get all these things that I wouldn't get if I paid with cash. Even if I debit card, I don't get all these things. So now when I spend a lot of money, especially in my business. If I spend $100,000 a year or $500,000 a year, I'm gonna get a big cash back check that I could put right back into the business. I can spend it, I can use it on a vacation, I can get free perks. I mean, I get so many different things, but that's only because I know I'm not gonna change my spending because of my medium. I'm not changing my spending because I have a credit card. I'm just using a credit card to facilitate my transactions as opposed to using it as a free money printer. Right. And again, what is it? It's that financial education along with the tool. It's not the tool that's inherently evil. It's when you use a tool without that financial education that now you can get screwed over, that you get in trouble, that you start hating the system. Oh, they're out to get you. They're not giving you the financial education because it's not in their best interest to give you that financial education. But this is where if you have the financial education, you can use the system to your advantage. But the problem is we are never taught this, right? And it's just like, for me, it pulls on these strings in my brain because it's like, oh my God, it just screws so many people over because it's profitable to keep people poor. If you don't understand this, you're going to spend more money on your credit card. You're going to spend all your money making everybody else look rich.
That's a terrifying statement that you just rushed past. It's profitable to keep people poor.
It is profitable to keep people poor.
Is it profitable to keep them poor or to keep them ignorant?
It's a mix of both. When you're ignorant, you stay poor. Yeah. They go hand in hand. Because if you don't have that financial education, what are you going to do? You're going to go spend your money at Gucci, Louis Vuitton. You're going to be buying that extra guac because, hey, you got that money. Then how are you going to buy it? You're going to buy it.
that extra.
You're going to buy the extra guac lifestyle. You're going to buy it with your credit card. And you're not going to wait until you can afford it. You're going to buy it now because you can. And nowadays, it's not just a credit card. It's buy now, pay later. And everybody talks about how buy now, pay later is 0% APR. There's no cost to this money. You can buy it now, pay later. But again, like you said, what I said, the most expensive kind of money is free money. They got to make money somehow. There's a reason why there's billions of dollars pouring into the buy now, pay later industry, one of the fastest growing fintech industries ever, because when you spend on buy now, pay later, what happens? One, you're spending way more money than you would have if you didn't buy now, pay later, because if you wanted to buy a $1,000 sofa, you have to have $1,000 in your pocket. Well, now you can buy it now, pay it later. So now you can spend $1,000 on something else. Second, what happens to so many people is you don't pay it off in time. Now, when you don't pay it off in time, it's no longer 0% APR. Now you get slapped with a very hefty, very expensive fine. So now it's, okay, the tool plus the education, going back to inflation. Inflation, is it a good thing or bad thing? I think you asked me that last time. Or are you talking about, the way the system works? Again, it just depends. Depends on if you understand it or not. For wealthy people, they love the inflation. Hey, keep paying more for my assets. Keep driving up the value of my assets. Keep making me wealthier. Versus for the average person, you keep getting screwed over because now your groceries are more expensive, your gas is more expensive, your rent is more expensive, everything is more expensive. Everything, it's understanding the tool and the education. The tool, I'm gonna give one more example because this is the stuff you can see. It gets me keeps me up at night. It gets me really upset because I understand both sides, because I never had that financial education, and now I see the benefit of it, and I'm like, please learn this. Even if there's a clickbaity title, because I need you to watch it, please learn this. We talk about, how the government many times, they might have good intentions, but the people in government aren't economists. They're not always the best decisions with their money, because sometimes their goal might just be to create jobs, and creating jobs is different than being efficient. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you gotta do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.